From underneath the trees, we watch the sky, confusing stars with satellites. I never dreamed that you'd be mine, but here we are, we're here tonight, singing, hey, man, I'm alive, singing, hey, man, I am alive. If everyone cared and nobody cried, if everyone loved and nobody lied, if everyone shared and swallowed their pride, then we see the day when nobody died. And I'm singing, amen, I'm alive. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 1 Hour with UCIEL. Today, we're going to talk about a lot of random things that I want to, touch base on. A lot of little, just random things that happen um, in life that people don't talk about. I want to start by talking about, how our children are back in school, how our, more bad things are happening with our children. With these elections that are going on, and first let me point something out about the elections. uh I'm so fed up, tired of people clapping for this woman that is running. I'm tired of hearing them clapping for her for the things that she's putting out there that she's gonna do. They're clapping and they're cheering and they're hoorah for proposals. They're going crazy for proposals, but that's just what it is, a proposal. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. That does not mean she's going to go through with it. Doesn't mean anything. It's just a proposal. People going nuts and crazy. Oh, yes. You know, how about we start focusing on things that are they're doing, that our future presidents are doing. I'm more worried about the things that they've done, things that they're doing, than the proposals. Proposals don't mean anything until they're taking actions, But what has what have she done for you to be clapping like that? What has she done good, productive? What has she done? What has any of them done? I'm more focused on that. What have they done? Not of what they're gonna do. What they're gonna do don't mean anything to me, because at the end of the day, it's just words. At the end of the day, it's actions that I'm looking for. I'm not looking for words. Actions, actions. Talking, sweet talking is really pretty. It sounds really nice when you dress it up, but let's clap for the things they've done. So be wise. Be wise in what you are clapping for. Be wise. To just don't just go, oh yes, she proposed this. No, that this is our future. We have to see what's going to happen with our children. What are these people are proposing? I don't hear no one talking about kids. All I hear is talking about abortions. I don't hear no one talking about our future of our children, our future of our kids, our future of the economy. All I hear about is abortions. They both stuck on that. Like, she's attacking him because of that, and she's and people are with her because of her proposals. Okay, well, what are we going to do to fix our children today? What are we going to do for them? What are the proposals? What are you putting out there? You're not putting out there anything for the children. You're not even proposing anything. You haven't even done anything. You know, uh more things are happening with our children, and in the news. I'm one of the persons that, like I said in my future in a story I said before, that my mom never let me watch news because news feed negative. But we have to be in touch with the world. We have to know what's going on in the world so we can know what to pray against, and we know what to expect. We can't be sheltered. We can't be, "Oh, I don't want to know about it," because that's a little selfish. We need to know what's out there. We need to know what's really happening, that reality. I keep my mom informed all the time, about stuff, because there's bad things out there. And let me tell you something, you parents are always being mean to your kids, that because there's a lot of bad parents. All these parents are being mean to your children. There are just, cursing your children, beating up your children, neglecting your children. Let me tell you something. You know, it is time for you to change, because whatever you pour into those children is going to manifest in them when they grow up. Okay? Whatever you pour into your children is going to manifest when they grow up. Yes, it will. As parents, we have to be careful what other adults pour into our children, their teachers, people, our friends that are around, family. Don't let, especially family, don't let, in the Hispanic culture, we have a lot of the family members that always, uh don't believe, for some reason, they don't believe that we're gonna succeed. They don't believe, like, oh yeah, whatever, BS and whatever. No, be careful. Yes, he will succeed. Yes, he is going to do this. And yes, he will. Be careful what you pour into your children, because it will manifest. It will. DJG Bless. Hello, UMO family. Hi, DJG Bless. Yes, it will manifest. So we have to, our tongue has power. So we have to be careful what we say, what we manifest, what we pour into those children. You know, always try to be positive, encouraging. Yes, you can do it. And that's another thing. How come we're so quick to kill their dreams? Quick to, oh, you're not going to be able to do that. No, you don't know that. You don't know that. You do not know that. A lot of Hispanic culture are like that. They're like, no, they don't believe, oh, no, estás soñando, o eres muy tonto, which is like, you're so dumb or something. That's, no, no, I don't think so. It's okay for you correct those people that are pouring that into your child. It's okay to say, no, you will not talk to my child like that. It's okay. So that's why we have to be careful in the schools. You know what I mean? What they're pouring into our children. At the end of the day, they're your kids. At the end of the day, you're going to deal with them, not the teacher. The teacher is with them one semester, or not even the whole year, because they go on vacation. So these kids are with you for life. So that's why it's very important to see what these candidates have to offer for our schools, for our teachers, for our students. What kind of rules, what kind of examples, what kind of, discipline, what kind of, what do you have for the schools? What do you have besides just abortion? What do you have for my child, for his future? Because they are the future of tomorrow. They are. They are. Kids, we have to want better for them. If I hear people say, well, I'm not going to be here to see all that. No, you're not. Okay, well, you never know that either. But if you're not going to be here, your child, your grandchild will be. And you can't be selfish by saying that. I don't care because I'm not going to be here. That's very selfish. Very selfish. And that leads me to another thing. um I see a lot of people now, because of everything that's going on, that they don't believe in God, that they don't believe because bad things are happening. Oh, children are getting killed, people are getting killed, bad things are happening in this world. But let me tell you why bad things are happening in this world. They're happening because you're not believing in God. Because if you believed in God, you will not be doing bad things. If you believe in God, you will be going in the right direction. You'll be doing the right thing, the righteous thing. You'll be doing positive things. But because you don't believe in God, you're doing the wrong thing. So it's so easy for you to say, I don't believe in him because he hasn't done anything right for me. But what have you done right for him? Have you reached out to God? Have you talked to him? Have you tried to learn about him? Or is it just easy to say I don't believe in him because then nothing is going my way? DG Bless, children is our future. Yes, they are. And that's why I'm all for it. I'm all for teaching your child. I'm all for always being positive with them, and you're awesome, and you can do this, and pour positive in them, in their heart. Let them have a beautiful childhood. Let them believe in themselves. Because if we as parents don't believe in them, who will believe in them? You know, but stop with the nonsense that I don't believe in God. Well, what? How come you say He exists? Because He does want He done so much wonderful things for me because I believe in Him, because I see Him. You choose not to see Him. You choose not to, excuse me, you choose not to believe in Him. So that's why it's easier for you to say that you don't believe in God, that you don't exist, that He doesn't exist, because you're not doing the right things. So it's more easier to say I don't believe in Him and get it over with. And that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad because this is the time that we need Him the most. This is the time that if your life is always going is if chaotic, is everything going wrong, wrong, wrong. I'm not promising you it's gonna be perfect, because it's not, because we go through stuff too. But you know what? There's always an open door. There's always a solution. There's always people that the Lord uses to put in our path. There's always ways out. But we want to have to. We want to have that. We choose not to see that. Teacher G bless. Teach them the way of the Lord and let them lead the way. Correct, because He did say, "Let the children come to me." He did say that, and if you don't read on it, read on it. It says, "Let the children come to me." So why are we blocking them from going to God? I mean, if you don't believe in Him, that doesn't mean you have to pour it on your kid that not to believe in Him. That's their only salvation. God is the only salvation. Don't take that away from them. Don't take that away from you. Don't take that away from you. You're missing out on wonderful things. If you think your world's perfect because you got money, you're drinking, you're doing this, you're doing bad things, DJG bless. Teach them the way to. Oh, DJG bless. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. That's right. If we lift their pride, if we lift who they are, ain't no one could bring them down. But that's up to us. That's up to us. You know, we need to stop blocking their blessings. We need to stop being the ones that block their future. Because I'm gonna tell you something. When you don't, Henry Rodriguez, that's right. Accountability, people don't want it. No, they don't. They don't want it. They don't want it. But they're easy to. They're fast at barking orders. They're fast at talking bad about God. They're fast at talking bad about the teacher. They're fast at talking bad. But if you're not doing your part, then what is, you know, um, the kids are back to school. But it's been what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, um, and I hear from my coworkers, from other my clients, this happened with the teacher, this that. That's another thing, parents. We have to be very alert with our children. Like, let the teacher know that you're involved, that that's your kid, that he's not gonna be an easy task for you to pick on. You know, one of my coworkers, her child was suspended for because he forgot his ID or something like that, and this child said, I got suspended because I forgot my ID. And that, the crazy thing about it, see, I'm a different type of mom. I would have been at that office. She wasn't, but I would have been at that office knocking on that door, because I've done it millions of times in LA and here too. I let them know that's my son, that's my daughter you're messing with. He got suspended, and the kid tells his mom, how come I got suspended because I forgot my ID? But the kid next to me, the teacher was telling him to put away his food, that he's not allowed to eat food in the locker room, and he was ignoring him, laughing at him, and still eating and dropping chips like a pig. He was acting like that. And how come he didn't tell him nothing? How come he didn't get suspended? So see how that is backwards? So see how that he was scared to tell that kid anything. He was telling him, but the kid was ignoring him. but because that kid was being bad and defiant and all that stuff, he didn't want the teacher didn't want to mess with it. He didn't want to tackle that. So let me get on pick on this little boy that's not talking back to me because his mom brought him. She taught him better not to be talking back to your teachers, to your elders at that matter. And he's explaining to him, I didn't forget my ID. I just didn't put it on because I was playing uh some kind of sport and I took it off for a minute, but I have it right there. It's right there. I didn't forget. I just took it out to play. No, he didn't want to hear it. So the kid got suspended. Um and yeah, he got suspended because of that. But then she gets a phone call saying that they made a mistake. So he could come back to school. Did you bless? Let the children laughter remind us how we used to be. See, some people forget about yes, did you bless? Some people, that's a good thing that you remind me of that. Um, Somebody was like laughing at some children and judging them, and I'm thinking, have you forgotten what it was to be a child? That you will be making mistakes, like you done a mistake, uh, I used to think I used to be like, I don't want no one to break my daughter's heart because I'm gonna break their nose. I used to be of that mind. Like if you break my daughter's heart, I'm gonna break your nose. But no, we I had to learn that she has to experience things that I experienced for her to grow, that she will get her heart broken and there's nothing I could do about it. Just be there for them, not criticize them, not tell them I told you so, not that. They don't want to hear that. Guide them, and guide them to know when is the right one. Henry Rodriguez, no accountability but quick to point fingers. Yes, these people are very quick to point fingers. you know like I said, with like that child, that he got suspended because of that, and he's saying this to his mom that this other child is doing this. And I told her, okay, well, this is one mistake, this is one thing that happened. Date it, keep it. If they continue to pick on him, you need to be step up and tell the school what's going on with my child. Why is he getting this and that? I said, because you know according to that child, he says that teacher that said suspend him is the teacher that's been on him. DGG bless. Laughter is the best medicine unless your name is Kamala. It is, then it's annoying. That's right. Laughter, it is. It's soul food. It's soul food. I'm always joking around. I'm always, uh, you know, just happy. You transmit that. You just have to be, laugh and have fun. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't like people when they're too religious and you're like, you can't say that. But meanwhile, you're doing some crazy things behind doors. I just rather be me and do me and be who I am, because no matter where I go, I'm me. And then guess what? God is watching me. So he knows who I am. Why am I gonna hide it? But people need to step up. Step up for your children and guide them. And guide them, because I seen that a lot this week. It's back to school. I'm seeing that a lot. Let me tell you, I'm not trying to tell you how to be parent. I'm just giving you some points out there. I'm not the one to tell you how to be a parent. But I wish I would have someone to I could listen to, that would have taught me. I know as a parent, like I know uh growing up, because I did this as a child. I used to do house chores. I used to clean the bathrooms, and my sister had to sweep outside, sweep inside, and mop. We had chores growing up. We all had chores. It didn't matter if we were 12. We had chores. I used to be cooking at 14, for my mom, because my mom was working. Teach your kids how to do stuff. Don't let them be ignorant. Teach them how to do stuff. Don't let them be lazy. DG Bless, how do you feel encouraging children to learn how to shoot guns at a young age? I seen footage of children at gun range as young as 10 years old. Well, if the children is old enough to shoot a gun, he's old enough to grab a broom and a mop, start mopping. That's all I'm gonna say because that's what my parents should tell me. Teach your kids how to do house things around the house, do house chores, because um you're not always gonna be there. I've been telling you this since the start of my show. You're not always gonna be there for them. Ain't nobody gonna cater to them. Ain't nobody gonna treat them the way you treat them. If anything, you're harming your child. Teaching them their responsibilities, and of course, also praise them. Also, when they're doing good, praise them too. Give 'em, but also teach them because these kids are wild. These kids, they have no they don't know what it is to have a, how can I say it without being, these children don't know how to act properly because ain't nobody teaching them. you know I Whenever I see a child and it's just like bombarding me, like, excuse me, you say excuse me, I don't care if it's my child or not, because you never know that you're the only person that he's heard it from. You never know if you're the person that he's hurting from. So if you, like I said, if you everything's going wrong for you, and if you're saying I don't believe in God, it's because of that. You're doing bad things because you don't believe in Him. Everything's going wrong because you don't believe in Him. And even if things are going right, but inside your heart you know what's going on wrong, it's because you don't believe in Him, because you're not giving Him a chance. You haven't given Him a chance. Be careful what you pour into your kids. Don't let it manifest the wrong things. Be careful. Say the right things. I one thing I learned that I always used to tell my kids when they say, "Mom, can I tell you something?" I say, "You can tell me anything in the world. There's not a wrong question." I always used to answer the same thing. And there were things that they used to ask me. I used to be like, like I just wanted to like scream or react. DG Plus. Firearm injuries and deaths in the United States have increased in recent years and adversely affect many children and adolescents. Firearms now kill more children, yes, in adolescents than any other cause, surpassing motor vehicles. Yes, but you know why? Because also parents are careless. People are careless, leaving their firearms out there like that. And at that matter, they're not teaching their kids to have respect for the firearm. And I could talk about this because I come from a father that was a police officer, and I tell people this, and it sounds like a broken record, and you might say I am a broken record, but I don't care. I never dared to touch my dad's. He used to come to lunch, and he used to put his gun down, and I don't know if it was loaded or not. I don't know that I do not know. It might not be that loaded, because knowing my mom probably made my dad unload it, but my dad left it here. He told me, "Do not touch it. This is not to play with. This is to respect it." And I never, not me and my sister, ever come near it. He used to be at the table having. I used to watch him. He used to come home on his motorcycle and have lunch. And as a matter of fact, me and my sister didn't want to go close to the table because the gun was there. We were like, we don't want to go close. Like my mom said, you guys want something? Like, no, we didn't want nothing around that gun because we were afraid of it. We were scared of it. We respected it because my dad poured that into us. And I'm telling you, I don't know where he hid it in the house because I wasn't being nosy. I don't know where he hid it. That, but all I know that when he came from lunch, he would put it down on his table and tell us, "Do not touch it. Do not touch it. Don't come near it." And then as we got older, he showed us. He showed us, you know, oh, it's not loaded, this and that, but we respect it. He spoke to us. He told us. And I know people are gonna be like, "Well, it's a different time." But it might have been a different time, but it's the same damn gun. It's the same damn kids. It's the same damn parents. Different times, yes, but the same people. This is the people that are older now. This is me, older. Same people. This is not another someone else's story. It's the same people. We respect it. We respect it. Half of the time that my dad used to come over and he still comes over, I never knew he had a gun with him. I never knew, you know, because I respect that. Because I'm not being nosy. Because I don't have bad thoughts. I didn't have bad thoughts in my head that I want to kill people, that I want to kill children, that I want to kill myself. I didn't have those things. I didn't care for it. Teach your children. Stop being lazy. Henry Rodriguez, that's right. Those kids who have parents to teach them right from wrong grow up to be responsible. But the guidance needs to be there and constant. That's exactly. It has to be there constant. It can't be just today and forget about it tomorrow. I already told him today. I told him one thing. He should know the other. No, it's a it's a matter of learning. It's a matter of teaching all the time because guess what? These are your children. This is your kid. This is your flesh. This is your blood. Even if it's just oh, it's just my niece or it's my these are our children. Our children because we deal with them daily. Henry Rodriguez, our boys know of firearms in the house and they know better. They know where and how to get them in emergency situation, but to them they see it as a forbidding unless they get permission. That's right, and they have respect. And that's true. And I tell you how I know that's true because these the boys he's talking about, they they even ask permission to grab like an item. That's how respectful they are. And that's how we were too. We didn't dare to come and grab it. My dad never gave us permission to touch it. He told us not to touch it. So we listened to my dad. My dad said he didn't have to curse me. He didn't have to say bad words. He didn't have to lie to me and say, "You're gonna die if you kids." No. He said, "Don't touch it." And that was it. I had respect for my dad. I still do have respect for my father. But you teach your children. These parents don't take the time to teach your children. These people don't even take the time to check their backpacks. There you go. You don't check your kids' backpacks. 6-year-olds taking firearms uh, what? A 6-year-old taking a firearm to school? Do you check their backpacks? I used to check my kids' backpacks all the time. They hated it, but I don't care. You know, my mom, my mom. Like you guys know, we have a special needs niece, and she's in her 20s, but you know, in her mind, she's a child. She brings her little bag with her with crayons and all that stuff. Guess what? My mom checks it when she leaves and when she arrives. And guess what? There's something that doesn't belong there. My mom's on the phone asking me, she brought this. Did she ask permission or did you just give it to her? I'm like, no, I forgot to tell you, I gave it to her. She doesn't grab anything, mom, unless I tell her it's okay. Oh, okay. And she's in her 20s. And my mom checked on that backpack. She checks it. It's funny to see her because reminds me of me when I was little when I used to come from school and my mom would check my backpack. Who gave you this erasers? Who gave you this? You know, so she checks her backpack. She's like, oh, Teresa had this in her backpack. Is that okay for her to have? Yes, mom, I gave that to her. But see, parents don't take that time. They don't even take the time to check their homework, let alone their backpack. You know, my mom questioned everything that was in my backpack. Like if I had some like funny erasers that I didn't have or sharpener or something just pointless. DDG Bless exposure to gun violence can have a negative impact on children's mental health, school performance, and behavior. Yes, yes. But I believe that no violence should be exposed to them, but truth and careful how we transmit it to them. But don't lie to them either. Kids don't like to be lied to either. They don't like it. like I said, even when I used to come home and I had like funny erasers or something that didn't belong there, my mom was like, "Who gave you this? The teacher. Why did she give it to you?" Oh, it was in a treasure box. Because I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, when we were in school, we had treasure box, and we could get a prize when we did our homework or when we answered a question. So my mom wanted an answer, who, why, and it always annoyed me, like why. And then later on in life, she said, because I wanted to know if the teacher was giving you something for you for, like, if you did a favor for him or her. That's why I was trying to take care of you. And then I make a lot of sense. Lily, parents need to be role models. If you're doing right by your kid and be responsible, they will learn to be responsible. That's right. Be a role model. You're not their friend. Don't be their friend. You're not their friend. You're the role model. You're the one that's gonna guide them through life. That's gonna guide them to Jesus. You're the one that's gonna, you know, take them to the right path. You're not their friend. You're not their best friend. You can't go party with your kid. Come on. I never heard of that. Like, I never heard my mom telling me, "You want to go dancing?" I never did that to my kids. I want to go party with me. No, Lily, talk to your kids about why we as parents do what we do. To they see everything. Yes, that's why I said, kids. You don't want to show them a lot of violence, but be honest. You need to talk to them. Yes, absolutely. You need to let them know. Why. And if they want to ask questions, you need to be ready for them, and you need to allow them to ask questions. Because guess what? If you don't tell them, somebody else will. They better learn from you. They're from the street. I am guilty as a parent. Because I don't want to excuse myself, but because my mom sheltered me a little bit, I sheltered mine a lot when they were little. As I grew up, I started learning. Like, no, I there's things that I couldn't tell them because they were so young, about my life, you know. But as I got older, I was a little more open. And people told me, you need to let them know. You need to let them know, you know. And thank God, when they were in the preteens, they were caught up. They knew. But I did shelter them when they were little. I did try to shelter them because I didn't want them to know the bad things that are out there. I want them to create a perfect world around them. I want them to have a beautiful childhood like I had a beautiful childhood, you know. You in Moabito Youth Ministry. This is Prophet. Safety first. Always check your kids' bags before sending them anywhere. That is awesome. Yes. That's awesome, Prophet. Yes, because you never know, those little kids have something, a knife. I've been hearing about kids taking, little kids, 5, 6 years old, taking knives, taking guns. Like, parents, do you know if you're missing something? Like, come on, check your kids' backpacks. Bring that back. Bring that back. Don't be like, oh, that's old school, that's old fashioned. I don't care. No. That will save somebody's life. It might save your child's life. Things like that get to the wrong hand and they could do wrong things. Check backpacks. Ask questions. Just the same way they okay them to ask you questions, you could ask questions. TG Bliss, teach your kids about obsessions. There's nothing good about being obsessed with anything. Guns, lust, pride, money. That's right. All in moderation. All in moderation. Not obsessed. You know, limit. Obsessed is you have to have limits. You have to have time schedules for games. You know, time schedule for games, for things of the world that people like to say. You know, schedule them. Give them times. Give them curfews. Let them know you care. You love them enough to do that. Let them know you care. I remember I I was taking my son to junior high, and I remember that I used to kiss my kids, and all the time I used to kissing them and hugging them. Did you bless? Love what is good, hate what is evil. That's right. If it doesn't feel good, if it feels bad, it's not good. You'll feel it. You'll know. You know when it's wrong. We know. And I remember I used to, I drop him off, and there was, and then I knew he was growing because he was like he didn't know how to tell me like I didn't have to kiss him anymore, like mom, and he's like, that his friend told him, why is your mom always kissing you when she drop you off? And I said, what did you tell him? I told him, because that's how much she loves me. That's how much she tells me. That's how much she loves me. That she's gonna take the time to kiss me. And I told him, that's right. That's right. That's sad that his mom doesn't even walk him to school. That's sad that his mom doesn't even do anything for him to school. I said, but your mom loves you enough to drive you, walk you, and kiss you. Then I tried not to do it in front of everyone. I tried doing it like in the car, but I always let him know I love him, and I always kissed him, you know. But I got the hint that he was growing up and it was not cool, but he knew. I told him. He knew. And I picked that up because when I was teen, I seen on the news this mom that she said, always kiss your son goodbye to school, always tell him goodbye, bye son, I love you, or something to that matter. Because she says, this morning my son got hit by a car, he died. And this morning I was mad at him because he was running late. I was mad at him because he couldn't find his stuff for school. And the last thing my son took for him was me being mean to him, and was mad at him that I didn't take the time to tell him. And my son died. So she was saying to you mothers, don't do that same mistake, because it's gonna live in you. And since that moment, I didn't have no kids at that moment. I said, when I have mine, I'll make sure I'm going to tell them I love them. That stuck to me till this day. It's been, 30 years, and it still stuck to me. UMO Amplitude Youth Ministry Prophet. Pride, one of the deadly sins of the, yes, pride is one of the deadly sins. If you have pride, that's bad. Don't let your pride win over everything that's good. Don't let that. If you have made a mistake and you want to say sorry to someone, leave your pride back and you tell them, hey, I messed up. This is wrong. Don't have pride. Say it. Say it's wrong. You know, did you bless? As parents, we need to ask the Holy Spirit to let us see what is pleasing to God. Help us see with spiritual eyes. Help us to have a heart of God. That's right. Always ask God to help us, to guide us to better parents, to guide us better humans, to guide us. We need guidance. We need Him all the time. I know I need Him in my life 24/7. I tell Him, I need you 24/7. I'm a mess without you. I don't understand how these people could survive without you, Father. I always tell Him that. I always tell Him that. But we need to pour positive into our children. We need to believe in them, especially Amplitude Youth Ministries Prophet. God don't like that. No, He doesn't. He doesn't like pride. He doesn't. He doesn't like pride. So we need to, and we have hurt someone. We need to take a step and said, I'm sorry for hurting you, my sister, my brother. No have pride. No have pride. Just say it. Sorry. I messed up. Don't be like, oh, he has to say sorry to me first. Especially if you know you done wrong. See, if I done wrong, I'm quick to say, I messed up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But if you done wrong to me and you come up to me and tell me I messed up, I'm sorry, I'm quick to forgive, because I'm no one to not forgive you. I'm no one. That's between you and God. That's God. But I'm quick to, it's okay. It's okay. Even if you hurt me, that's fine. Thank you for saying sorry. Thank you. Whether you're being honest or not, that's you. But I'm not gonna let my pride be like, oh no, but you told me this, and That's it. And I don't want to talk to you no more because you did tell me that. No, nah, I can't promise you the relationship will be the same because it probably won't be the same. But who am I not to forgive? If God forgives us for everything we do, who am I not to forgive? The beauty about this is that God, your relationship doesn't with Him doesn't mess up. The relationship with Him is comes stronger. The relationship with Him is awesome. He forgives. You're not gonna feel different. You're not gonna feel like, oh, I feel like the Lord is different. No. Did you bless? Many people look at sorry for being a weakness. Yes, yes, especially men that have a lot of pride. Hispanic men don't like to say sorry if they messed up. They have a lot of pride. And it's like, yeah, they'll say something like that. Yeah, see. That's what they'll say. But they won't admit they're wrong. That's pride. That's pride. I'm not that type of person that, I don't agree with people that say all men are the same. Real men don't cry. No, that's not true. We all cry. And there's good men out there. I have met a lot. So start pouring positive into your children. Let them be what they want to be. They're gonna mess up. You know, uh, kids. The beautiful thing about children is that they're so active in their mind. They're so active that they want to be everything in life. I want to be this. I want to be this, and I want to be this. Don't be like, oh, you can't be that. You can, of course, it's within logic. You're not gonna let a kid be. I want to be a cat. Okay, you could be a cat, baby. No, that's not logic. But guide them, help them decide, give them a balance, not a wrong. Give them a balance. Don't kill their pride. Let them. Don't kill their pride when it comes to them. With them when they feel prideful about themselves. With there's some, not that they carry pride like, oh, I'm better than, no, but when they're proud of themselves, like I achieved this. Whether if it's a small thing, whether it's an A, whether it's a task, encourage that. Encourage that. Kill the negative pride. The one that stops you from being close to God, the one that stops you from being close to your family, the one that stops you from being close to others. That pride, kill it. Teach your kids not to make fun of other kids, not to make fun of kids that are less fortunate, not to make fun of kids that don't have what they have. Teach them. Teach them that don't make fun of them. That not all children have. Not all parents could. Humble them. Make them be humble too. Correct them. And if they ask questions, answer them. Be ready to answer them. Although sometimes we're like, oh my God, what did you ask me? Because I know I had those moments when I said, no, you can ask me whatever you want. And then once they ask, I'm like, oh my God, what did I just say? Did you bless? Even as grown adult, I cry when I see division, tearing up friendship and family. I often ask God why. Yes. If you notice, a lot of families are divided. We're divided. We're divided, and I know why some of my family is divided, because they don't believe. They think I'm crazy. They don't believe in the things I believe in. you know my some of my family members will be like, oh, you're doing that for free, they're not going to pay you. No, I'm doing it from my heart. I want to do it. You're dumb. You're dumb. You should never done it. I don't want to hear that. I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb. They don't believe in helping others like that. Like, they think everything's about money, about pain. UMO Amplitude Youth Ministry Prophet. Pride is a demon. Yes, it is. It transforms you. It makes you ugly. It makes people not want to be around you. So kids, don't have pride. If you're a child, you're listening today, and if you out there thinking that, oh, I'm better because I'm wearing this kicks, or this outfit, and you know my classmate is not. You got it twisted. That's not the cool thing. The cool thing is to go up to someone and shake their hand and say, hey, nice to meet you, I'm so and so. Not caring what color, not caring what you're wearing, not caring anything, because in God's eyes, we're all the same. If you're if you have a Louis Vuitton outfit and you have a swap meet sweatpants, guess what? God don't care. He doesn't care. You're the same to him. You're the same to him. You have Amplitude Ministry Prophet. We don't want that. No, we don't. We don't want pride. All that pride nonsense too that's going on in the world, that, oh, whatever it's called, the trans pride or whatever, that's crazy. How can you be proudful of that? But you're saying you're proud, you have pride that you're a trans, you have admitting that you are saying that God made a mistake with you, and God makes no mistake. I don't care who doesn't agree. It doesn't bother me. I'm asleep really good at night, so I don't care. If you're saying that God made a mistake with you by saying I'm supposed to be a man or a woman, you're saying he made a mistake. My God does not make mistakes. He does not make mistakes. He knew the reason why he made you a man or a woman. There's no in between. When you die, and God forbid they don't, you died and they can't identify you, they're not, when they see your bones, they're not gonna say, oh, this one was trans. It's not such a thing. I don't care who is hearing. I really don't. They're gonna be like, this was a man or this was a woman. There's not in between. There's nothing in between, man or woman. So all you ignorant people that are thinking, oh, there's three types of, no, there's not. There's two. My Lord made two, Adam and Eve. That's all he made. Adam and Eve, two. We put the pairs of animals in Noah's Ark. It was a pair, men and women, boy and girl, female, male. That's what he did. He didn't put uh male, female, and confused. So by you saying that I feel like a woman, that's just your demons inside you. That's just you. All that crap that you see on TV, all that crap that they're teaching you in school, all that crap that you're getting learned from others that don't have God. But there's no, oh, I feel like a woman, I feel like a man. And I don't care if you come tell me you don't know how I feel. I don't care how you feel about that. When it comes to that, I don't really care. Because I am not gonna let a demon detect who the heck I am. If God made me a woman, that's what I am. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry for you. I don't know how you feel. I really don't. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I don't. I really don't care how you feel. That's you, between you and your demons. You're battling demons that are telling you something else against what God wants you to be, what God designed you to be. There's no in between. You know, my God does not make mistake. He knows why. He knows why. Lily, that's right. Thank you. He didn't make no mistake. By you saying that, you're admitting that my God made a mistake with you. And how dare you think oh, he got it all right, but with me he made a mistake. Huh.
You
Huh.
gotta be kidding me.
Yes. That's just insane. I dislike when people argue with me. Well, you don't know how I feel. I don't care how you feel. I really don't care. I really don't care if you feel that I should have been a woman and God made a mistake. If it comes to that, I don't care. Did you bless Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve? That's right. If he wanted Adam and Steve, he would have made Adam and Steve. He's the God of gods. So I really don't care. When it comes to that, I don't care. You know, when it comes to that. And I tell you this, if any out there that are hearing that, oh, we're going to be using women's restrooms, you got me messed up. You got me messed up because
Shots fired! Shots
you will
fired!
not be using the restroom when I'm in that restroom. DJ Bless, don't make me accept your confusion. Exactly. Exactly, DJ Bless. That's right. That's a good point. Don't make me accept your confusion. Just because you're confused, don't try to confuse me, or don't try to make me think that my God made a mistake. Don't. No, I don't accept it. When I hear that they're crying and they're like, I feel like a woman, and they start crying, I'm like, skip. No, it's nonsense. It's nonsense. You get it. You have to get it right with God. I was a phone call. Oh, okay. Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, UCIEL. This is DJ Profit.
Hi, DJ Prophet. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What do you have for us today?
I'm here to talk about how evil pride is how evil it could become every time someone keeps having pride inside them. It's pretty it's pretty dark because some people don't want things that they want. Like they want to have what they want. It's not the right thing that should be happening.
It's kind of like a spoiled brat too, if you think about it. Like, I want this and my pride. I want this, like a spoiled brat. Like, they don't understand that. No, no, that's wrong. They don't let their pro.
Yeah,
They,
and not and it should never be that way. It should never have anyone be spoiled so much.
exactly, because that's all it
I
is
used
a
yeah,
spoiled brat.
I used to be like that too when I was little.
Uh
Like
huh.
I wanted this, I wanted that, but the more that I got older, the more I saw how prideful I got, and that's why I stopped like being so uh being so I don't know how to call it, like being so spoiled, being so prideful.
Yeah, so self-centered. But you know what? But but see, you notice that. You notice that it was wrong.
Yeah,
And I'm sure your parents told
yeah,
you to, your mom told you, no, you're not gonna get everything you want. Sometimes people get
yeah,
confused. Parents get confused because I have the money. I'm gonna give it to you because that's your pride. Oh, I want my kid to have the best. No, no. Just because you have the money doesn't mean it's okay to go get it for them because your pride. I want my son to have the best tennis shoes. I want my son to have the best phone. No, that's just pride stuff. That's just material stuff.
yeah, and that's what parents do. Like they be prideful of the children. Like they want this, they want them to look like the expensive person in town. But no, that's not really the right thing. Parents could think that they could think what they want, but at the end of the day, it should never be like that.
No, it should not be. You should be prideful that your kid say, "Excuse me, sorry," that your kid is willing to pray for somebody. Then be proud for that. Be proud of that. Be proud of that your kid knows manners. Be proud that your kid knows how to talk to another child. That is not gonna down them. Be proud. Be proud of that. That's something to be proud of, but not prideful.
Yeah, be proud of your kindness. Don't be proud of your pride.
That's right.
'Cause it's a, yeah, it's a terrible thing to be proud of that. You should never like so spoiled of your pride because it's it's the world's most terrible thing is being spoiled and prideful.
That's right. A lot of people. I know a few people that they say take so much pride of how they dress, how they look, but they're living in a place that's very poor. But what they're putting out there in life is that, oh, we have it going on because their pride tells them to do that. But in reality, they don't have that, and that's more sad. That's more sad.
Yeah, and we don't, and no one ever has that. Like the poor out there, the people who don't have a home, that don't have money, they all don't have that, and they all don't have the stuff to get that, and everyone's just buying the things that they want for their children, and why don't other people just like save it, um, save it for the people who really need it, not the people
Exactly.
who really want it.
There's a big difference between wanting and needing. And it's okay when you want something, if you earned it, and it's okay for us to, sometimes we want, yeah, I want it today, I don't need it, but I want it. But that's because we work so hard, not because we're proud, not because we are pride, not because, oh, because my neighbor has it or my friend has it, I'm gonna have it. Good night, DJJ. Blessed Mrs. Elizabeth. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Yes. So thank you, DJ. Thank
All
you,
right.
thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
Prophet. Thank you, Prophet, for that, because kids need to hear that. Kids your age need to hear that, because kids are so prideful. They think they're better than other kids.
Yeah, and that is some things that are called special. Like you like call yourself above everyone, then that's being prideful, and that's kind of like being special. Not special needs, just special. It's
That's
two
right.
different things.
That's right. Anything you want to tell the kids? We have 1 minute. Anything you want to tell the kids if they're listening? Any advice?
Yeah, yeah. Don't be kids. Don't be prideful. Don't lie to your parents, and don't be selfish or spoiled. Because if you do that, then you're gonna end up in a real bad place.
And guess what? People don't like spoiled brats. Doors get
And
shut.
like, yeah, and like, yeah, kids always want to do that, and that's terrible. No one, and yeah, every time when that happens, they call them spoiled brat instead of the real name.
That's right. Well, thank you so much, DJ Prophet. And your show is going to be on tomorrow. So, okay, guys, tune in tomorrow with the boys, live, and you guys could call them and talk to them. These boys that we have, DJ Prophet and JoJo, they're awesome kids. They're good kids. You guys could get advice from them. You guys could call them and ask them for advice. Thank you, DJ Prophet. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You have a good, blessed night.
All right, bye.
Bye. So thank you, people. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the caller. Thank you, DJ Prophet. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, DJ Blessing, Miss Elizabeth. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, those that listen to me. Thank you so much for your time. Be kind to each other. Be kind to your animals. Love them. Give them water. It's so hot out there. Until next time, have a blessed night. Thank you. Our only life in paradise would show the world they were wrong and teach them all to sing along, sing it. Hey, man, I'm alive, sing it.